Very good morning to one and all. Myself Sujita Kakade. I present notes on working stress method model number 1 regarding to TRCS 7th semester BE regarding to Mumbai University. So basically we will focus on the working stress method. Actually working stress method, it is regarding to reinforce that is the RCC structures or their element, and it having the three different types or three different methods. The first one is the limit state method, the second one is the working stress method, and the third one is the method based on experimental investigation. So we see on the working stress method in this chapter, but on the basis of this we can also see the same points regarding to limit state method. So working stress method of a design of a structure, it is a under design load, the stress developed are within permissible limit, and the detail of concrete section as well as reinforcement are so as to meet the serviceability requirement. And the limit state method means what? In this method, design of loads are obtained by multiplying partial safety or factors of load to the working load. Okay, so limit state method is also economical sense, and the working stress method is having a less economical section. So in the LCM, that is a limit state method, exact margin of the safety is not known, and in the working stress method we having an idea regarding to exact margin of the section. Actually we don't have any idea regarding to exact margin of the safety in the working stress method, and it is a totally opposite in the LCM, that is the exact margin of safety is a known. So this is the basic some difference point between two LCM and the WSM. So now we see the objectives of the working stress method. So basic of working stress method, it is a design. Secondly, it has a permissible stresses in concrete and reinforcement used in the design. And the third main objective of the working stress method is the analytical aspect of design of a structure and its element under design load. Now we see basic assumption of the LCM. Basic assumption of the LCM. So basically a plane section of a structural element remains plane before and after bending, means when we apply the load on the WSM, the section is remain plane before and after the bending. There is no any changes in the dimension. The stress strain relationship of concrete and steel under the design load is a linear. And the third one assumption is the tensile stress resistance of the concrete in a bending is a 0 except specifically permitted, that is the modular ratio U is equal to 280 divided by 3 multiplied by sigma CBC. So this is the modular ratio formula, which one is the base of the WSM method, and it is a used for calculating the modular ratio. Here sigma CBC is equal to stress in a compression side. Okay, so now we see what is the exactly meaning of the stress strain curve of the concrete. So stress strain curve of the concrete, it is a graphical representation of the concrete, that is basically the members which are used in the mixing of the concrete, that is the aggregate, sand, water, cement ratio exactly. And we see the graphical representation between the stress strain objects when they are using the this object, that is the concrete. So basically concrete is a mostly used in the compression, that is why compression stress strain curve of major interest. We see the diagram, that is the on the x-axis we see the stress and it is denoted by the FC, and on the x-axis and on the x-axis we see the strain, it is denoted by the EC. And we see the three different curves, that is one curve which is used for the aggregate, second is a sand, and the third one is a water cement ratio. And we see what is their relation in between the stress and the strain. Okay, regarding to stress and strain. Now we move towards the next slide please. Now we see the types of the section. So there are the three types of section. Which one is the major in under the WSL method. The first one is the balance section, second is the under reinforced section, and third is the over reinforced section. We see exactly meaning of this section on the basis of diagram. Before that, we see that what is the exactly meaning of the balance section. Balance section means what? When the stress in a concrete and steel reach their permissible value at the same time. In this section, balance section is denoted, and in this section the percentage of steel corresponding to this section is called the balance, and the neutral axis is called a critical neutral axis, NC. What is the exactly NC? NC is the critical neutral axis, and we see NC is the diagram. Under reinforced section, in the under reinforced section the percentage of steel provided is less than the provided in the balance section, so the actual neutral axis will shift upward. So it is satisfy the condition like NC is greater than N. Here N is a length and N is a critical neutral axis length. So in under reinforced section, the stress in the steel first reaches at a permissible value while the concrete is under stress. Over reinforced section. So in the over reinforced section, the percentage of steel, which one is the greater than the balance section, so that actual neutral axis shift towards the downward. So in this section, N is greater than NC. So this is the over reinforced section, and concrete is a brittle. In this section, the concrete is a brittle and it fell by crushing suddenly, as the steel is not fully utilized, and over reinforced section is an uneconomical section. Now we see the diagram of the over reinforced section, balance section, and the under reinforced section. Now we see this is the section in which the B is the width of the section, D is the depth of the section. Here we see the N and N by the dotted line, that is a critical neutral, that is the neutral axis, and NC, we see the NC relation with that. So NC is equal to, NC is the meaning of the critical neutral axis section. So here sigma C is equal to stress at a compression side. Here sigma S is equal to stress at the tension side, same side. Okay, and we see that is the this is the balance section. So N is equal to NC. This is the under reinforced section. N is greater than NC, and it is a over reinforced section. N is a small than. N is a greater than NC. So this is the basic difference. Here we see that the actual neutral axis is above the neutral axis, and here we see that in the over reinforced section, actual neutral axis is a shift downward toward the neutral axis. So this is the basic difference. Now we move toward the types of reinforced beam. There are the two major types of beam in this section. We will see first one, the singly reinforced beam, and the second is a doubly reinforced. But we heard this name before that in LCM also. So in singly reinforced means what? The beam that is a longitudinally reinforced only in tension zone. It is a singly reinforced beam, and in such a beam, the ultimate bending moment and the tension due to bending are carried by the reinforcement, while the compression is carried by the concrete. So in this section, reinforce is provided by only the one side, that is in tension zone. So this is the main feature of the singly reinforcement. Here we see that is the strain diagram, that is the stress diagram. This is the cross section. AST is equal to number of the we know the AST, that is the area of the steel in a reinforcement. Here we calculate AST. We use specific formula for the AST, that is a pi by 4 into diameter into number of the bar is provided at the downside. Is a D is equal to depth of the section, and a B is equal to width of the section. So x1 and x2. Here we see the Z max. Actually we will see what are the exactly meaning of the Z max. They are provided the specific formula for the ZX. So for the x this is the section. So it is also called as a lever arm section, and we provide the form and we calculate with the help of d minus x divided by 3 for calculate of this section. And this is the value 0.035 and 0.44 is FCK, that is the characteristic strength of the concrete, and we get this value with the help of characteristic strength. So this is the diagram used for the singly reinforced beam. Now we see the procedure for singly reinforcement of beam design. When we design the singly reinforced beam design, we will follow this procedure. First of all, we calculate the n, that is the axis of constant neutral, and say after that we using this method to find out the value of g, that is the lever arm constant. After that we will find out the value of moment of resistance coefficient. Then select the appropriate width and compare the bending moment and resistance moment with sufficient data section and calculate value of the AT. Here AT is equal to area of elastic steel and T is equal to permissible tensile stress in a steel. After that we will design the section and we will draw the diagram which will the stress in a compression side as well as stress in a tension side, as well as we also draw the diagram regarding to strain. So this is now we move towards the W reinforced beam. In a W reinforced beam, have a compression reinforcement in addition to the tension reinforcement, and this compression reinforcement can be both sides of the beam. So in this section, compression reinforcement and the tension reinforcement is presented for the both sides. In the first section we will see that is the compression or tension is provided only on the one side, but in W reinforcement the compression in a reinforcement as well as compression in a reinforcement as well as tension reinforcement is provided, that is a upper side and downward side. Here we see that number of bars is provided at upper side as well as number of bars provided as a downward side. So this one is the compression reinforcement and this is a tension reinforcement. This is B is equal to width of the section, H is equal to height of the section, D is equal to effective depth. The effective depth means the depth up to the number of bar, and the remaining section X is the neutral axis section, and here we know the formula Z, that is a lever arm, is equal to D minus 0.5 lambda X. So this is the W reinforcement beam. Now we see the procedure for W reinforcement beam design. First of all, we find out the moment of resistance by using this formula, that is 0.87 Fi AST into D into 1 minus 0.42 XU max. If the MU, that is the greater than MU limited, then the factor moment it is necessary that W reinforced beam is designed by additional moment. If this condition is satisfied, then we will use this condition, that is MU minus MU limiting is equal to FSU into ASC into D minus D dash. So addition now, then we calculate the AST, that is the area of tension reinforcement, and the total, then calculate the total tensile steel, that is a AST is equal to AST1 plus AST2. So this is now we move towards a working stress analysis uncracked stage. The beam will behave elastically in this section, that is an uncracked stage. The beam will behave elastically and remains uncracked. The tensile stress concrete is below the rupture. Here we see the gross section and the concrete stress diagram. In this section, we have this D is equal to effective depth, H is equal to overall depth, B is equal to width of the section, and this is the gross section. Here the AS, that is the area of steel, and we see H by 2, that is when we divide the axis in when we divide the section into 2 equal parts, then the first height one is a H by 2, and if we find out the Y2, then is equal to H by 2. So we take the bending moment about that section, about the neutral axis, and we get the concrete stress diagram. So the same method for the crack stage, but here we see transform section after the gross section. It will be little bit different, and here we get the neutral axis. In this method we need to find out the KD, that is the different terms in this section for the crack stage, and with the help of this we can find out the N, that is the neutral axis length, and AS, that is the area of the steel reinforcement, and after that we can take the moment around that section. Here we take the moment. So thank you so much. If you have any queries, then ask by if you have any queries regarding to this PPT, then please comments on that. Thank you so much.